Good morning, scholars. It's Miss G. It's Monday, April 27th, 2020. We're going to have our lesson today over our last assignment, which is assignment number 5. It's the letters. Now remember, a letter is persuasive text, and we're going to be convincing someone to do something for us based on our project. So here's a quick little vocabulary video about letter writing.
I want to say what's God. I want to send my love. I want to wish you well. I gotta write you a letter. Write you a letter. Do you have a fax machine? Nah. A letter.
Email is convenient. You click a few buttons. What's better than a letter, though? Nothing. Typed or handwritten, put some effort in it. They're pretty simple, but not that different. They both are forms of communication. A way to get in touch. Say what up, what's shaking. The person you are writing to is the recipient, like family, celebrities, politicians, or kittens. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Letters have 5 parts. The first of which is the heading. Your name, address, and the date. It goes on the right at the top of the page. The second part that you'll be needing is the greeting. It's how you say hello to whoever is reading. Also, it's important to know if it's a business letter, use their title. Keep it formal, like Dear Mr. Anderson, good day, Miss Russell. For friends, it's cool to write your what up, cuzzo. Also, remember this, and there won't be a problem. Capitalize the greeting and end it with the comma.
I want to say what's God. I want to send my love. I want to wish you well. I gotta write you a letter. Write you a letter. What about a telegram? Nah. A letter.
So here we are at the body, the letter's third part. You know, when you go ahead and spill your heart, it can be long or short, whatever you want. If you're writing your friends, say some silly stuff. Make an inside joke only they will get. That way they'll have a good laugh when they read it. And when you said all that you have to say, the fourth step is down and close it to the face. It's a short phrase used to wrap things up, like yours truly, or the special self-destruct. Again, remember something won't be a problem. Capitalize the closing and end it with the comma. The fifth part, the last thing to do is add your signature and make it cool, kid, but don't overthink it or strain your brain. It's just a fancy way of writing your name, and there you have it. You wrote a whole letter, top to bottom, 5 parts together.
I want to say what's God. I want to send my love. I want to wish you well. I gotta write you a letter. Write you a letter. Maybe an email. A letter.
Remind me again why we can't just send the email?
All right, so there you are with our vocabulary video on letter writing. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, so as you see here, I have a regular piece of paper, notebook paper, okay, and I'm going to do my rough draft here. I'm going to show you what you need to include on this piece of paper as you are constructing your letter. Okay? So remember, the first part that we need to make sure is that our holes are on the left-hand side of the paper. Okay? So what we have first is our heading. That's the first part of our letter. And I'm going to label each of my parts. You don't have to do this on your draft. I'm just doing it so you can see. So my heading is going to go here at the top left corner. remember that the heading is your address, your name and address. So I'm going to put Miss Gosselin, and I'm going to use Major's address as mine. Okay, and then I'm going to skip a line and I'm going to put my date here. So today's date is April 27th, 2020. Okay, so I have my date and my heading. So then I'm going to come over to this side of the paper. Okay, again, I'm going to skip a couple of lines and I'm going to start with my greeting. Now, for your letter, you can write it to Miss Jackson, Miss Dillard. You can write it to Miss Thacker, Miss Rawls, Miss Pruitt, somebody at our building. So this is our greeting. And then we're going to skip another line and we're going to start our body here. Now, there are certain things that I'm going to be looking for in the body of our letter. In our letter, we need to say why our poster is important to hang up, and we need to include 1 to 2 facts from your poster. Okay? So it's going to be very important to have your poster handy with you while you're doing your letter. Okay, so I have my poster here about the World Trade Center. You want to make sure that you identify your topic in your letter and include a couple of facts. Okay, so dear Miss Jackson, and remember we're trying to convince her to hang it up in the library. I think you should hang up my poster on the World Trade Center because, okay, so let's stop there for just a second because I want you to pay close attention to this. I've identified my topic. That was the topic of my poster. And then I've included because. Okay, remember because is going to answer our reason why our poster is important. Because they were an important part of the history of the United States. Okay, so that's my reason why, my first thing that I'm looking for. Then I want to include some facts from my poster, the things that I did in my research. I'm going to use my transition words. For example, okay, so introducing those examples. For example, the towers were built in 1973, but a terrorist attack on September 11th, 2001 destroyed the buildings and killed over 3,000 people. Okay, so again, this is a fact that I have included in my poster. from before. Today, a memorial stands to help us remember the lives lost and the sacrifice made by rescuers. Okay, so that's the body of my letter. And now I'm going to do my closing. Sincerely, with a comma. That's my closing. And then I'm going to sign my letter, Miss G. Okay? So, when you're doing your letter, you have two options. You can use the paper that came in the research packet after the letter, or you can just use a piece of paper like I did here. Okay? Make sure you have all 5 parts for your letter. So your heading with the date, the greeting, whoever you're writing to, the body of your letter with your topic, your reason why that you're writing the letter, and then some facts to support your piece, and then your closing. Okay? Again, there is paper inside of the packet that you can use. It looks like this. Okay? So you can use this, and again, have your parents take a picture of it and upload it onto Schoology, or you can just use a regular piece of paper. Make sure your words are spelled correctly. Make sure that you include your topic and that your sentences all begin with capital letters. Okay? So that's basically how to write a letter. And we're convincing someone on our campus to post our poster up around school. Okay? All right. So this is due on Thursday, April 30th, along with your research checklist. And let me show you the checklist. Basically, it's a guide for you to score yourself. And I took some things out of the checklist that I didn't really want us to focus too much on. So take a look here. Okay? So the first thing is focus. And the thing that I want us to focus on is that last bullet point. My topic is clear and relevant. Okay? Did I do what I was going to say? Did I do what I said I was going to do? Does it match my research plan and my poster plan and my poster? Did I research to find facts and details? Okay. Did I search for images? Development. Did I use a clear structure? Sequence, compare and contrast, cause and effect. Did I spell things correctly? Did I use punctuation and capitalization where necessary? Okay. The last one I crossed out because I didn't feel that was really relevant for us. And then there's some questions down at the bottom. Because PBL number 2 starts on Monday, May 4th, what did you do well with this PBL? How can you improve on the next one? And what can you do to improve? And then how can you improve for the next PBL? So this is also due on Thursday with your letter. The last thing that's also due this week, besides the letter and the checklist, are your reading logs. Make sure that you have completed your reading log, that you've just written down what you read, how much you read, and the days that you've read. All 3 of those things are due this week. All right, guys. As usual, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, your parents can send me a message on Dojo, or a text message, or email me. And I hope that this little lesson helps you with getting your letter written. Look forward to reading them. Bye.